Let's talk about cringy holiday films. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Makeup Marie from Miami. I hope you're well. Welcome back. If you're a subscriber, thank you. Today we're talking about cringy holiday films, and we're going to rate them using the Bechdel test. If you want to extend the holidays a bit, this is your opportunity to do that. These are 3 holiday films that I find cringy, but you may enjoy it. We're going to talk about it. We started watching cringy holiday films because, sometimes the holidays can be a bit much, and so we decided to do this. And these are 3 movies that we saw that we thought were cringy. And for some reason, we started talking about the Bechdel test, and so I decided to put both concepts together and create this video. You're welcome. The movies that we're going to talk about are not only cringy holiday movies, in my opinion, they're also rom-coms. The first one is Lindsay Lohan's Netflix movie called Our Little Secret. The second is Love Actually, which is a movie that's pretty old. It gets pulled out every Christmas season. And then the third is The Happiest Season. It's a newer, more modern film. Just to be clear, this won't be a thorough review. There will be spoilers. We're just going to talk about why they're cringy and if they pass the Bechdel test. So what is the Bechdel test? The Bechdel test is an informal way to evaluate how a work of media, typically film, represents women and the biases against them. It uses 3 metrics. Number 1, the movie has to include 2 named women. Number 2, those 2 named women have to have a conversation. And number 3, that conversation has to be about anything else besides a man. Meager standards, you think, right? You'd be surprised how many movies do not meet that standard. It was named after the cartoonist Alison Bechdel. She was known for a comic strip called Dykes to Watch Out For and had critical and commercial success for her graphic memoir, Fun Home, which was adopted into a musical and won a Tony Award in 2015. We were fortunate enough to see it, and it was an intimate and brutally honest production. It was very well done. Again, the Bechdel test is not meant to determine if a film is feminist. It's just a cultural barometer. If you're interested in knowing more, there will be links below in the description box, including an article that rates Oscar Best Picture nominees to see if they pass the test. So maybe you're saying, wait, aren't things getting better? Look at some of the latest blockbuster films directed by women. Well, as I'm editing this video, I came across an article published January 1st in Variety that disputes that with a new report. Women directed just 16% of 2024's top 250 grossing movies. New report faults Hollywood for lack of progress. 2 things stood out to me in this article. One was a quote: "The stunning successes enjoyed by high-profile women in the last few years, including Greta Gerwig, Jane Campion, and Chloe Zhao," I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the names, "have not translated into opportunities for greater number of women. Visibility for a few has not generated employment for many." Another thing, when women were tapped to direct movies, they were more likely to employ other women in key behind-the-scenes positions than films with male directors. On films with at least one woman director, women accounted for 52% of writers, 27% of editors, and 34% of cinematographers. In contrast, when you look at films made by male filmmakers, women comprised 12% of writers, 17% of editors, and 5% of cinematographers. Okay, back to the movies. Okay, let's talk about cringy holiday movie number 1. It's the Lindsay Lohan's 2024 film called Our Little Secret, which is on Netflix. The synopsis online says this: after discovering their significant others are siblings, the 2 resentful execs must spend Christmas under one roof while hiding their romantic history. Okay, why cringy? Maybe you can see what I mean when I tell you what my synopsis would be. My synopsis is: my ex-boyfriend was a clingy, immature jerk and later became somewhat normal, which is good enough for me, even though I'm beautiful and accomplished. I saw the film twice, and no hate to the goddess Lindsay Lohan. She's doing yearly Christmas movies, and we love that for her. It was just dumb. It was, I guess, enjoyable enough for a Christmas movie, but it barely passed the Bechdel test. There were two tiny conversations between two women, Lindsay and a co-worker, which I don't think she was actually named, so that doesn't work. There were two older women in the family that talk about their children and their children's career opportunities, which is kind of okay, not really. So it just barely passed the test, so too bad. Number 2, Love Actually. Love Actually is a 2003 movie that gets rolled out every Christmas season. The synopsis that you can find online says, 9 intertwined stories examine the complexities, the one emotion that connects all individuals, love. My synopsis and why I think it's cringy is there's no love in Love Actually. There's just lust and male fantasy throughout the movie. The closest thing to love is between two men who are friends and colleagues. If you've seen it, you have to ask why it's cringy. You may want to revisit the movie with a critical eye. It's actually the worst. But that's another video. There are tons of available articles and videos that talk about why Love Actually is misogynistic and fatphobic and just terrible. I'll link a short article just as an example. It's a Vogue titled Justice for Women in Love Actually. Anyway, does it pass the Bechdel test? I don't think so. I don't think it does. Women have such minor roles only as objects. I mean, why would they talk to each other? Number 3, The Happiest Season. This came out in 2020, and this is the least cringy of the 3 movies, and that unfortunately is a low bar. The synopsis online is, a young woman with a plan to propose to her girlfriend while at her family's annual holiday party discovers her partner hasn't come out to her conservative parents. My synopsis, and why I think it's cringy, is a young woman with a plan to propose to her girlfriend discovers her girlfriend is a psychopath. We wanted so much to love this movie, as it's about a lesbian couple with a lesbian director, Clea Duvall. She was the Secret Service agent and then girlfriend of the VP's daughter in Veep. But oh my goodness, Kristen Stewart's girlfriend is so unredeemable. I get what they were trying to do, but her girlfriend is portrayed as so toxic and so disrespectful that you want Kristen Stewart to run away with the Aubrey Plaza character who is also in the movie. Yes, of course it passes the Bechdel test. Again, it's a low bar. Seeing it twice made me angry for the Kristen Stewart character. Dan Levy is also in there. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It will be a better watch if you know what to expect. Okay, so that's it. That's my brief reviews of the cringy holiday movies we've seen so far. Let me know in the comments section if you recommend we watch others. Also, let me know what other cringy holiday traditions do you have. It's New Year's Eve today, and there's a lot of noise because my neighbors are partying as per usual. Thank you for watching. Abortion is healthcare. Wear sunscreen. Peace. Happy holidays.